Broadcasting. I've had a problem with. I thought I had a problem with the GeForce experience. Let's make sure that my levels are okay. Uh, First of all, let's shut off the YouTube right there. And you know what? Nah. Does that work? We'll see. I'll let you see what I'm doing here. Come over to here. I know it says we're broadcasting, but let's see. We don't need this on. We're still broadcasting. And if we are broadcasting, are we showing this live stream? You know, I don't see it. That's really weird, because it's not telling us. When I signed up or signed in, I couldn't tell whether. Let's go back over to here. Playback devices, and let's go to my Charlie Clark and set them as default, and let's go to recording and look at the microphone. Beep 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 beep, pop pop pop. Let's go to properties here. Level is at 71. Let's come up to 80, and let's check to see whether 1, 2, 3, 4. Test. Pop 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 pop. Okay. All right. I'm just checking to make sure that I didn't put myself into pop mode. In other words, I've put my mic off to the side, so I'm not popping, but I also wanted to check my levels. I don't see myself here, and I don't know how to check that. And I'm not going to really worry about it, because I just want to document this. So, since we're in the process of documenting, let's take a look at, let's go back to here, and let's take a look at what's going on with our root. First of all, let's go home and let's look at the alphabet challenge, and let's look at the flight logs, and I'm known as Chaz Reed. So come down here. I think I'm Chaz Reed. Yeah, okay. That's me, and here's my flight log. So I've done one twice, and I'm all the way, just finished 29. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to back to the challenge, and we're going to do number 30. And in actual fact, I thought I was already there. So let's go back here and back here and back here and back here. And maybe I'm screwing up. No, there we are. So that's where we are. I think what we're going to do is, this is the flight, Sandy View. It's an untowered airport. And we're going to CHEMEHUEVI Valley, California. We've been there before. And again, it's an untowered airport. Yes, we're going to use November 146 Charlie Hotel, and yes, we're going to, well, we did the last one in the 550. Let's do this one in the Eclipse 1000. And we are Slant G, and that's where we're going. The only change in our flight route is right here. And yes, we are still broadcasting. Now what we're looking at is the world low. These are the Victor routes. And so we're going, let's zoom out just a tad. are going from down here to up here, almost just southwest of Las Vegas. And the only real difference here is that I just might go through this VOR here. And let's include that in that flight plan. Because I think I've already done that. There's our... we're not going to go 301 miles an hour. It's only 96 miles. So here's my suggestion, that we could go at 300. We could actually go faster in my E1000, but I haven't been in my E1000 for a while. We could go in the Cessna. Excuse me. Pardon me. I love this Cessna, but I spent the vast bulk of my time in the Cessna. So what I'd like to do is go ahead and go in the E1000, because I think it's a cool plane, and I do have problems with the navigation on it, so we could revisit that. We are now going to see or try out the beta version of Pilot to ATC, and we've already got our flight route put in here. As you can see, it's VFR, and let's go back to SkyVector and see what we need to do in terms of the altitude. So let's go to World VFR and check to see. In this ring here, or in this area, is 8,900. 7,900 coming out of Riverside. That's not Riverside, that's Goffs. Isn't it? Yeah, Goffs. I wonder what Riverside means. I don't know. So anywho, we're coming to at 4,000 there, and coming out of CHEMEHUEVI, or coming out of, let's get back here, Sandy Valley, otherwise known as Sky Ranch. We are actually we're going to be taken out off of, this is 8,000 to 10,000 in this ring out here, so we're going to be actually flying under the outside ring of the Las Vegas airspace, as you can see. But we will ask for flight following just for grins, and I think we still have time to do that. So that being said, we're just going to throw in GFS here and go Control C, and then come back over to my flight route, and we're going to include that into the flight plan. We're not going IFR, we're going VFR, and we are arriving there. Cruising altitude is, as we said, it was 8,900. Yeah, maybe we ought to go 10,000 just for grins. Let's go back to SkyVector. We're going to the southwest. So we're going from Sandy Valley, Sky Ranch, southwest at a general course of about less than 180 degrees, call it 170 degrees, and now out of there 119 degrees. Oh, that's because it's going up there. Wait, are we going for, yeah, this the reason I'm looking at this is because it's automatically placed by my flight route, Sandy Valley, Nevada to CHEMEHUEVI Valley, California. And that's 49X. Let's go back to SkyVector. I don't know what that said. Yes, our destination is 49X. So are you telling me if we go southwest, we're going to still run into California? Well, I guess so. That's really weird. Let's look at the VFR. Now, we are going to be coming into the Turtle Valley MOA, or Military Area of Operations. Let's look at the Phoenix portion of the map. And let's see what their operating areas are and times. And Turtle is at 11,000. And that asterisk altitudes indicate the floor of the MOA. Well, the floor is at 11,000 feet, so we're going to be underneath, way underneath that floor. So we're good to go in that particular area. And we can go back to World at VFR right here and zoom out so because I lost my route. There we go. And why does it say 128 degrees? Because it looks 128 degrees to go there. Let's pull this back up. Let's open our plan. As you can see, I've done a lot of pilot edge flights on here. It's Peach 3, 3L2 to 49X. That course needs to be load plan. 119 degrees? That just doesn't seem right, because the 090 is right out like that. Am I right? Or actually like that? Oh, I thought this was due north. That's due north. How come? I thought these charts were aligned to the north, and obviously they're not. The north is that away. I'll be damned. So everything looks like it's offset maybe, what, 30 degrees? All right, so we're going 119, 50, we're going 137 to Goffs, and then 119 to CHEMEHUEVI Valley. CHEMEHUEVI Valley. And it's right on the other side of Lake Havasu. Right. So there's Lake Havasu, I guess, right there. And this is the Colorado River, if I'm not mistaken. Anywho, that's our route. And we're going to be flying into the Turtle MOA. So the highest altitude that we need to be comfortably is, what? There's 7,900. 8,900, call it 9. Why don't we fly 10,000 down to our first fix, and then let's see what the information on CHEMEHUEVI Valley is. Okay, it's got one runway, it is asphalt, it's got an MIRL, or medium intensity, I forgot what RL stands for, but anyway, it does have lights. There is its its coordinates. What is the altitude? Well, if it's not going to tell me right now, guess what we're going to do? While I'm chatting here, well, let's make use of our flight planner, because I haven't used it before. So we're going to go to CHEMEHUEVI Valley, 49X. And let's see if we can get some info about 49X. I'm trying to get info, and that's not working, is it? Well, let's go ahead. We can't connect to Pilot 2 ATC until we have two things. One is the XUIPC, so we're going to do a search for that, and let's put in UIPC. There's XUIPC, and it's in resources plugins. X-Plane11 resources plugins. I don't think XUIPC. I'm going to copy that. And the reason is I do not believe that I've got it in my K drive. And I do have it in the white client in my downloads, but I don't think I've got it in my K. Oh, I do. XUIPC. It's in resources. Why would it be in resources and not in? Well, let's go find out. Let's go find out, because we have to go there anyway, right? So let's come over to our K drive. K drive, if you'll recall, if you've flown with me before, is my test bed. That's where I experiment with things. While my D drive, just so you can see, is called X-Plane11 base. In other words, it's vanilla. As a matter of fact, it refers to, through a lot of symbolic links, the stuff over on K drive, especially my custom scenery. So let's go to testbed, X-Plane11, resources, and oh, there's XUIPC. I thought that needed to be let's look inside there. XUIPC test. I thought that needed to be a plugin. Let's go back over to where we found the download right here. README first, because that's going to say installation. Remove the old file. I'll set to the resources plugins folder. Remove the and drop this in to. It is supposed to go into plugins. Okay. All right. We're not going to use wide client right now, so we're going to copy that, and we're going to go to K. We're going to go to testbed. We're going to go to X-Plane11 and resources and plugins. Do we already have it? And I do not see it, so we're going to paste it in here. XUIPC. Back up a tad, and let's go ahead and launch X-Plane. And I'm going to cut out the 3 screens so we get the maximum frame rate. And it'll be kind to your to all of us, because I think I'm running 3 screens right now, and that's just going to cut down the frame rate. So let's go to settings. No, we're running just 2, 1 screen. Okay, we're good to go. Let's do a new flight, and that flight will be 1X4. Is that what it was? Let's see. That's where we're landing. We were looking for the altitude, weren't we? There we go. 638. Okay, so in other words, if we go back to Sky Vector, 638 coming down from 10,000. Do we really even need to go to 10,000? We just need to be our highest up here. Let's see what Sky Ranch is. And Sky Ranch's altitude. Why do I always have trouble with finding the altitude? There it is, 2599, 3,000 feet. So we're going from 3,000 feet, 3,000 feet here in the outer ring of the Las Vegas airspace. And looks like we have some high mountain range. We got to go to 8,000 feet there, and we need to do it in 45 miles, but I don't see a problem. And then go down to 4,000. Here we're only at 323. So that's our little mini brief. And now let's continue to file our flight plan. First things first, let's say we're going to plan ground speed 250 max. Let's say that. Okay. And 23 minutes en route at 250. Yeah, let's cut that back down. Let's make that 185. And make it a 30-minute flight. So let's go validate this. We've got it validated. And let's file the flight plan. You cannot file because you're not connected to the simulator. Oh, that's right. So we've got there. We're going to go to 3L2. I wonder if you have to put a K in here. K3L2. Let's put 3L2, just 3L2. And we got Sky Ranch. Okay. Weather is clear. We're using real world conditions. We're going to do a day flight just so we have some eye candy. And we're going to start off at the South Hangar. Why not? And let's go ahead and start our flight. We're going to go ahead and start the flight so that we can connect to the Pilot 2 ATC. And that's right here. I believe that I have the latest iteration. This is V2.2.1.1. Let's just while we're waiting for it to load, let's go to how recent is X-Plane OSM data? Good question, right? Pilot 2 ATC. And let's see. That's forums. We don't want forums. I hear my plane. That's interesting. And it's let's see if we got the plug-in. XUIPC settings for ATC menu. What? No, let's okay. That's good. Now let's see if we can connect. That's not a good sign. If we have too much trouble with this, we'll put it away and come back to it another day. While we're doing that, let's go ahead and file. Oh, that's right. Whoops. Continue. Looks like it's already tried to crash. Let's come back here. Get rid of this. Let's go to plugins, XUIPC, pushback menu. I don't need pushback. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. All right. I'm not used to seeing it. Tune up and tune down. Sure, why not? But is it active? First of all, we're going to change our aircraft, and we're going to change it to the E1000. And start a new flight. And it's just going to take a second to reload. Actually, it's a big plane. It's a payware plane. So it may take a little bit more than a second. In the meantime, let's go back and file our flight plan. Boy, it's taken over the muscle of my PC. It goes to almost 100% when it's loading X-Plane. So what can I tell you? All right, theoretically it's loaded. Or not. Hello. Let's move this out of the way for right now. Yes, sir. Okay. It's no flight number. Tail number is 146. 6. Hotel. Apply. No airline name. Type. And this is I think it's the Eclipse E1000. And we'll go to apply. Now the question is, are we connected? Oh man, sorry about that, because we're gonna have to go back to X-Plane and log.txt and find out why it crashed. And folder epic, this application's crashed because of XUIPC wide FSS. Alright, we're not going to use that plugin. And that may be why I took it out of there. But in any case, what we're going to do is we're going to do a little save as. I am using Notepad++, right? File, save as. And we're going to go to logs. And you'll note that I've had a number of crashes. This is what, May 7th at 1:26. We can't use Pilot Edge now, I think. We'll see. 5/7/2017. So it's May 7. And that's 7 space 0125, I think it said. 2017, and that's where we're going to save it. And we can get rid of that. And let's go back to X-Plane. And we're not going to use that. But what we will do is save it, so we can use it later on. So we will go to, oh, look at that, even it's crashed. All right, so are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. Resume last flight. Yeah, we'll see. If it doesn't load the E1000, It probably is because I didn't exit properly and therefore didn't save it properly and therefore doesn't remember the last flight. Oh, looky there. So maybe it did. Okay. All right, so let's go back over to Pilot Edge. Oh, we can't go to Pilot Edge because my processor has been taken over by X-Plane. Come on. I'm doing an Alt-Tab. Nothing is happening. All right. So be it. So, now that's back. That means that we can come over here and we can go ahead and file this flight plan. So make sure it's right. VFR, November 146 Charlie Hotel, slant G, E100, true airspeed. Nah, we're going to do 180. 5, departure is 3L2, arrival is 49X, cruising altitude is going to be, we'll call it 9.5. And we do not have an alternate. Do we want an alternate? What would be a good alternate? That's a scary sound, isn't it? We're going to call this, let's make sure that we're not moving. Yeah, right. Let's go here, settings, network. You can see that 192.168.130. I don't know why it would be messing with me, and I don't know why it's started first. But that's not the goal of this thing. The goal is let's go to plugins, turn off X camera, and go back to X camera, and now we've got our head tracking. Good deal. Okay. Our conditioning levers are good. Let's get it up out of beta. And I still haven't got, there we go. We want course. Course, not out, course. Why, see, this is what I mean. I can't click on it and I can't turn the knob. So how do I get that? You see what happened? So I'm stuck at out and I can't get to course. And course is going to be important to us because we want to be using I want to be able to change my course. Well, I guess I could change it here, right? And now that won't work. What about here? Come on. Let's tune. Okay. I still need to be able to change my course. HSI source, nav2. LFC1. Ah, there's our course. Let's say it's going to be, what did it say? 128 degrees? And we also want our heading to be (137). Okay. So we'll change our heading as well. Oh, there's heading right there. Let me turn off the and 128, enter. Okay. We're currently heading at 351. And let's see if we can pop that out. Yes, we can. We do that by hitting the airplane symbol in the middle. I've learned a few things. Let's go to map and go to flight plan and FPL, and let's go to here, and we're going from 3L2, so we'll put that in. Insert waypoint. Yes. Now we have to do the K here, I believe. Let me turn off my head tracking. K3L2 Sky Ranch, and we're going to go there, and we're going to do insert waypoint, and we're going to 49X, and we're going to again have to put in a K49X, and CHEMEHUEVI Valley, I got it. Okay, but you see the magenta line? We're not going to be using a magenta line. We're going to, let's go ahead and export this, and we're going to save it as K49, let's zoom out again, 3L2, so we'll say K3L2 underscore and K49X, right, and enter. And notice up here it says it's created in FMS in my output file. Okay, good to go there. So let's come back out. Let's see if our cameras are working properly. Looking good. Let's go ahead and stick our lights on. So let's zoom in here. Actually, I think I got a zoom preset for my cameras for this plane, so let's see if we do. Let's zoom out, look up, and go like that, and like that. That's for our engines, and like that. That broken, like that, and close enough. So, come over to our lights. We've got our strobe is on. Landing light, taxi, we're going to turn off our landing light for right now. We are going to put in, I believe this might use, yeah it does, inertial separator. And if you recall, inertial separator is basically a trash scoop, either for ice or actual FOD. And, alright, so this is our heading, 128. And our course is 109.5 megahertz. Now, is that correct? Is that correct? That's, oh, you know what? We do have, we got an insert. And let's go back to our flight plan. We got to put in GFS. So into our flight plan, we're going to go to here, insert waypoint, and we're going to go to GFS, F yes. And that's going to be our flight plan. We're going to export it again. And K, not 207, to 49X. There we go. And we're going to enter. And it's overwritten. Flight plan is overwritten. Cool. Alright, so let's go back and look at our map. And back again. That's only 10 nautical miles. Our transponder is going to be on 1200. 1, 2, 0, 0. And is that what there it is? We'll turn it on. We'll turn it on out. Go back and go to tools. Time. Zulu. No, we're going to go to local. Timer start. I've never used this, but why not? And let's go back and back and map. Back, map again. And info. No. Nearest. No. Back. Map. What was the back screen? Layout. Map page. PFD page. We're going to go to the map page. Wait. Map page. Map and turn those off. Okay, got that. Cursor. Well, we're going to go back. Map again. Don't need nearest. What I do need is to be able to scroll in and out. Map menu. North up. Info. Don't need that. Plan. Yes, we want that. Map. I want to go to range. So we got that. Let's change the range to 20 miles as the inner ring, 30 miles inner ring, 40 miles. Let's go to map menu again. We don't. Infos. I don't need that. ETA is fine, but items. We don't need the fixes. We can use the NDB and VOR. We don't need NDBs. Let's go back. We can also go to items. Yep. Back. Back. Got our plan. Back. And we can zoom in. Let's change our range to zoom in. So we've got our inner ring set to 30 and our outer ring I assume is set to 60. But that includes the entire flight route. No, it does not. Let's go back to flight plan. It does not show that we're going to oh, yes it does. That's where we're starting from. Okay. Okay. Now, let's go to GFS and let's get information, and that is distance of 45.3. We need to set it to 114.4. Let's see if it does go to 114.4 when we tune nav1 active. And clear, enter. How about some lights here? Where are my lights? Are they up here? No. I've forgotten where my lights are, because we're pretty dark cockpit, isn't it? These are external lights. And these are breakers. Screen. Okay, that's a test. That's not an active button. Cockpit light. Panel light. Does it, oh wait, there we go. Boy, it's not working the way I expected it to. Zoom out. There's one click spot. Here's the other. I'm pushing on the left mouse button. Not helping much. Let's just change the day of time of day. I know it's cheating, but so we can at least brighten things up a bit. That's kind of pretty, don't you think? Alright, now here's where we're really going to cheat. Hate to do it, but no, I don't hate to do it. Let's start our Garmin GTN. We're not going to use it except for reference. And let's make it about that big and put it down here. And let's go ahead and file our flight plan with it. So we're at Sky Ranch, and we're going to add a waypoint, which is going to be a good GOF. Well, is that right? GFS. Okay. Okay, cool. And then we're going to add to our flight plan. Let's get back. We got the information we needed there. Bearing 151. What are tools? Back. By the way, you can use the buttons. Map info. Plan. We don't need nearest. We don't need TCAS. Terrain collision avoidance. Infos, we do need guides, altitude, ETA. Yeah, that's okay. I can either click here or I can click on the soft button. And exit. I don't want that screen. So how do I get the screen gone? exit. I want the screen gone. I don't need a waypoint info anymore. Let's go to flight plan. Okay. We will use it. Alright, so what we're putting in K49X. I think 49X will just work here. And it will. And we're going to go ahead and store that. Okay. Let's hold for the map. Let's see if we have any info. We do not. So we're gonna look around and see. We do have some wind here. It looks like 5-10 knots. Let's find out what weather we do have. And no, I don't want the aircraft. I want 3L2. There we go. And we're at 2,599. Unicom is 123.0. And sky conditions more than 10. Wind 20 at 0. Wind 20. 1200 at 10. Okay. Altimeter is 2955. Alright. That's what we needed. And let's get rid of that. 2995. Okay. And I don't know where we are, so let's look at the outside and go by what we see. We're going to go ahead to plugins and Pilot Edge, I think. And we're in not an Eclipse 550, we're on an E1000, none.
Connected to Pilot Edge.
Okay, now let's turn down our sounds. Whoa, you kidding? That's more like it. Alright, so where are we? Let's look around here. We got a road there. I think that's the airstrip right over here. So we need to... Oh, that might be the airstrip. Let's do this. Let's get rid of X camera for a second and disable it, and let's view out external and circle and see exactly where the hell we are. There's the strip. Alright, so we need to come out and look to our left a tad and take that first road. Even if we come out to our right, we'll take the first road, stay on it, backtrack on the runway, and we'll be good to go. Okay. That's all I needed to know. And let's get back in the cockpit. Oh, we're connected to Pilot Edge, but we did not file our flight plan. So let's go over here. And did we oh, we didn't file an alternate ICAO. So let's go back and zoom in. An alternate would be Lake Havasu itself. So that's going to be HII, KHII. So that's what our alternate's going to be. We're going GFS. No really other remarks, and at this point let's go ahead and file this flight plan, VFR. One aircraft, 185, departure is 302 to 49X, 9,500 feet, alternate is KHII via GFS. There are no tech routes, and I don't know why that's showing. I think that just might be an artifact. And let's file the flight plan, and it has been filed successfully. Okay, let's take this road or that road to the strip. Let's go to the left. And we're already on the airstrip. I had full right brake and rudder on. And we're not doing too well here. There's the airstrip. And that looks like the end of the airstrip. That's a short frickin' airstrip. Alright, we're definitely going to use flaps on this one. Well, let's come back around.
Check engine.
Oh, I'm going. Whoa. Okay. Are you ready? I'm not sure I am, but okay. All right. Here we go. I'm not looking at my speed. 100 knots. We're up. Gear up.
Gear up.
Thank you. How's, alright, we're over speed. And we can bring our flaps to take off and trim it, and bring our flaps to 0. We need to be heading about 128. Is that about right? So let's go to our autopilot, which I've forgotten. There it is. And let's go to
Autopilot engage.
and heading mode, because heading is set to the same place that our course is. Wow, look at that. That's freaking gorgeous. Let's go outside. How's our speed? We want to go to 8,000. No, 10,000. 1010. And yaw damper's on. Let's go to nav. MSI HSI source is nav 1. That's not working, is it? That's because we're not on nav. Damn, she's beautiful. Let's go back in here. Let's fly it first. And let's go to, I wonder if we can do indicated airspeed. IAS of 180. 185. And we seem to be okay, level wise. That's not right. Let's bring our speed back. It's 210. Damn, that's really pretty. What is our course? Are we on nav? We don't want approach on. We want to go to nav, and we want nav 1, and GFS is info. Uh, 114.4, and nav 1 should be set to 114.4. Is that set to 114.4? Alright, what is this? This is active standby. Let's just do it this way, 114.4. And here's our problem. We need to go to CDI, not GFS. Uh-oh. Back. Plan. CDI mode, VLOC. I think we're using VLOC, and we're going on the right course. Okay. We're on nav 1. But I only see nav 1 and, COM 1 and COM 2. What if we go to function here? Ah, okay. So let's go to function. And what are we set to? 114.4 GOPS. Tune. So you want to go to the major big one. Let's take it off of head tracking. Wait. What was GOPS? 114.4. That's right. Wait. There's nav. Communication nav. 114.4. We're already set for it. We're good to go. Alright. Okay. And after that, we want, after 114.4, which is in, how many miles? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? GFS. Well, there's info. We're 24 miles away. Okay, let's go outside. Let's bring in a little bit more light. I know it's cheating. That's zoom. Yeah, altitude is 10,000. That's good. After GOS, we can start coming down. 273 knots. Let's come back inside. I thought we wanted indicated airspeed of 185. Flaps are up. Autopilot is on or not? Yeah, it's on.
Autopilot engage.
And we're on nav. How come it's not using maybe our throttle, physical throttle, is up too high. So let's bring it back. And now we can come out. Show is pretty. Even though we have some stuttering going on for these camera views, I wonder if it's got smooth transition. Yeah. idea what that is. Are we inside? Yeah. Actually, we need to fix this view right here. So we're going to do that. Move back just a little bit and save. And the same with this one. Back. And let's change our movements to large. Back and save all. Might as well check the next one. And let's go back on that too. And save all. I don't especially like that. What are we supposed to be looking at? Action cams? I might get rid of those. Here's the cabin. And we should be doing nice slow transitions between each camera. The screen is tearing. Wonder if that has to do with VSync. And again, I don't know if I like that. That's nice. I think that's a flyby. It's kind of slow though. Yeah. It's only 2 cameras. Let's get rid of that. We've got a nice orbit here. What else? That's 6 of 6, so we should be going back to the cockpit. Right there. Alright, we'll save all for right now. We'll tweak it up a little bit later. Alright, so working up to GFS. Let's go back. Temp. Let's go back. Back. Autopilot. Don't need to worry about that, but I'm wondering, how do we get out of here? Because we shouldn't be going with a magenta line at this point. As a matter of fact, we should be going back to the flight plan. So let's go back, map, flight plan. 52 miles, but you know what? That is a GPS function there. So theoretically, and let's come down in our altitude to say 4,000 feet. And change our vertical speed. How do we change our vertical speed? Out select is right here. Yeah. But how do we change our vertical speed? I think there was a roller button to do that. Out, okay, up, down. Let's go down at 1,600 feet a minute. We'll bring our speed back a little bit. We're 43 miles away from our destination. I wonder why this isn't working. Because north up. And we don't want ETA. Let's go back. Info. No. There we go. But why aren't we seeing... Oh, that's the range ring. Okay. 5 miles. Let's zoom out. Whoa, what the hell was that? I think we may have done something with the camera. Okay, that's where we're going. Does it really have those projections down there? Let's make sure that we're right here. Yeah. You know what? We could just for grins go over to the Colorado. Although it's a little bit on the dark side. It's going to be off to our left. What are those out there? Those are towers, power towers. I cheated again. Alright. Theoretically, we want to go to 3,900. Let's go back and check our charts, why don't we? $4,000. We're semi-okay. You know what? I'm going to stick to... Oh, no. Okay. I should make a print screen of that. Why? Why aren't we... There's the path, but why aren't we showing where the airplane is? Well, we seem to be working okay in the navigation department, but since we couldn't use really radios, there aren't any radios. Let me stop looking around here like that. If we look at the you know, we could use the radial if we got lost. And we could come to CHEMEHUEVI and we could look at the info, and we could see that it was 14.4 miles on the 156 radial from EED. Where is EED on our flight plan? Is that EED? Yeah. So what is it? 115.2. So let's go to 115.2. And we want to be off the what radial? On 115.2. What did it say? Off of needles. Let's go back to info here. 115.2, 156 and 14.4, 156 radial. So let's change the bearing to 156. And do we want to go to needles? Nav 1. 115.2. That's what we're set for. So we want to be on the did I set that right? 115 radial from EED. Are we in nav mode? Let's go direct to EED. Let's see what happens. You see, if I was able to turn this and you see how the altitude is changing? I need this knob to go to not altitude but course, and I don't know how to do that. And everything I've tried, see, it just gets rid of it, just throws that up. Let's come out here for a second. It's kind of pretty. A little bit windy though. Crosswind 22, 214 at 23. Yeah. I think we can see that the way we're rocking around here. But it is pretty. There's KEED. There's the actual airport there. And there's the VOR DME. And we got a little kid in there. Now I don't know if we're going to clear those hills. Let's get rid of that. Those, by the way, just so you know, that's the X-Plane pop-up on the bottom. And you could pin it and have it up all the time. But I don't, excuse me. I think we better pay attention to what we're doing here. $12 miles. It's going to be right over these hills. Let's get inside the cockpit here. I think we'll clear that pretty well. And then we can come down. As I said, we could come down to the Colorado. That looks like the color right there. And we would see Havasu City and on the left, and CHEMEHUEVI right across the Colorado River. As a matter of fact, I think that's CHEMEHUEVI off on the right hand side. We're only 10 miles out. And let's come down to pattern altitude. So let's bring this down to 1,000. And vertical speed to 700 down. Let's go back outside. It's pretty. We are coming down, as you can see right here. We're going to stay at a 180. That sounds good to me. Look at that. That is just stunning. Oh, is it stormy out there? It sure does look like it, doesn't it? And that's the Colorado down there. Alright, back in the cockpit. We're going to be landing right over there. And so let's get some airport information here. (683 feet). Runways 34 and 16. Hard surface. Frequency is multicom 128. Let's go ahead and 122.9. CHEMEHUEVI Valley, November 146 Charlie Hotel is an Eclipse 1000. We're going to be landing on looks like runway 16. We will do a direct entry into the pattern we'll come in at a 45. We're coming in from the north, and we'll do a coming in at a 45 for a left crosswind, or left what would that be called? Not crosswind, but downwind. So we're bringing our speed back a bit more. We can bring our flaps in, I think.
Flaps over speed.
Oh, really? Okay. Let's
Approaching waypoint.
We're going to go off of autopilot. And so we're coming from the south. Yeah, we're going to come across that 45 for the downwind. CHEMEHUEVI November 146 Charlie Hotel is crossing at a 45 for runway 16. Excuse me, yeah, runway 16. And we're just about over the field. CHEMEHUEVI November 146 Charlie Hotel is on a downwind for runway 16. CHEMEHUEVI.
Gear down.
CHEMEHUEVI November 146 Charlie Hotel is on base for runway 16. CHEMEHUEVI. CHEMEHUEVI November 146 Charlie Hotel is on final for runway 16. CHEMEHUEVI. He went about 92. Got full flaps. Actually, 92 is what is a good speed for the Eclipse 550. I'm not sure about this guy. I'm going to say around there. CHEMEHUEVI November 146 Charlie Hotel is on final for runway 16. CHEMEHUEVI. We've got a headwind, and that's a good thing. Whoa. Three green. Full flaps. And what is our ground speed, by the way? I think I'm beginning to pick up how sensitive my rudders and toe brakes are. How come our brakes aren't showing? I've forgotten where the brake enunciator is. Alright, CHEMEHUEVI November 146 Charlie Hotel is clear of runway 16. CHEMEHUEVI. Let's see, where shall we park? How about right over here? wonder if my brakes are showing or not. Alright, okay, I gotcha, I understand, thank you. Let's cut our fuel. And look outside. And let's see if we scored that landing. So let's go to here to PE, and let's go to call sign search, and that's 146 Charlie Hotel. That's me. And 146 Charlie Hotel arrived, and there is our route. Not too shabby. And since we have arrived, we have just completed our 30th alphabet flight, which we'll copy up here. Control C, and then we're going to go to, for my flight route, go home, and alphabet challenge, and submit my alphabet flight, and paste it in there, and submit. And we now have, instead of 29, we have 30 flights completed. And I see that we're still broadcasting, so that's a good thing. Obviously, I did a lot of things wrong, but upon taking a look-see at what I did do, then I will make those corrections and we will move on. So, thanks for watching, and this is Chaz, November 146 Charlie Hotel, and otherwise known as Heath Synergy, or Surly Old Tech Guy, depending. And let's go ahead and sign off. So let's see if I can figure out how to do that, seeing as how I don't see it in the menu. Does anybody see it in the menu? Let's come down here. Let's come down here. Let's come to there. And GeForce Experience, and I don't see oh, there it is. And I don't need that, but I do need that, and we are broadcasting, but we are going to stop. So this is Chaz, November 146 Charlie Hotel, saying take care of those around you and yourself as well. Thanks for watching, and I hope you learned from my mistakes, and I hope you enjoyed the flight. And thank you for X camera and X-Plane11 and this pretty terrific Eclipse E1000 that can do pretty close climb speed to 3,000 feet per minute. And there's actually, I think there's only one that was actually built, and it was a demo. But anyway, thanks for watching, and looks like there are 2 watching. And I don't know how to go about chatting with you guys. I'll figure that out later. But thanks for watching. Y'all take care, and take care of those around you, as I said. Namaste.